there's no point in theorizing or conjecturizing CGI images. Okay, let's start there. You think Saturn has a hexagon on it? Oh, do you really? According to who? Really? Yeah, according to Bryce 3D Bleach. According to 3D Studio Max? Are you kidding me? There's no point in even talking about it. You might as well ask, well, what about the yellow, the reds and the oranges in the distant Andromeda galaxy? What about those? Well, you click the dropper button and you put the colors in there. We're going back and forth talking about CGI, an image that's not even real. Pictures in space. We're talking about it. Well, you see, there's a hexagon. And look, we've talked about it for years, of course, but I've never gotten down into it because it's not real. I'd rather talk about Metatron's cube. It's just that I actually, if I'm going to know something about it, we're going to have to do some void grasping, and we're going to have to make things up, because that usually the things that you make up and you try to intuitively reach always has more truth in it than what is shown to you through Bryce 3D. Look at this. Look at this. There's a storm on the South Pole. We can show you a storm on the South Pole, but we can't live stream a launch into space. No, we can't do that. No. We can't. Why don't you live stream a rocket through the atmosphere into space? I don't think so. But we'll show you a storm a trillion light years away. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Are you kidding me? Now do you see? Well, the storm's spinning. I mean, they all worship the cube on the Saturn. I'm like, what image? You saw the image? You see it? Yeah, NASA posted it. You look through a telescope onto the planets, and they look like they're in water, or there's a water divider. They fluctuate and spin around like well, none of you have eyesight like me, but what I see when I take off my contacts or glasses is I see like fluid on lights. It's kind of like what you see when you get a real zoom in on a planet or something like that. A planet, it's a big rock out there in a vacuum. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe according to Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd. Maybe according to him or them. Maybe according to Bugs Bunny or Babs Bunny. Are you kidding me? Things don't work that way. If there's a vacuum, they're using rockets in a vacuum. You can't live stream. We can have a phone call. Hello? There's no latency. The president's talking to the moon. Okay. Whatever you say. Be a child forever. Be a child for the rest of your life. Space. Is dinosaurs in space? Is cavemen? Everything is all primitive. It's primitive in the past. There's gigantic, the megaliths, structures, pyramids, temples. Even 200 years ago, 150 years ago, whatever. Things that you could hardly even make 3D now. Well, you see, they are horses. They didn't have cars back then. Oh, really? They have electric cars 200 years ago. They're just rolling them out a couple of years ago here with lithium batteries, below flamethrowers coming out. Wow, you got to charge it up at the station. It takes an hour and a half, and whenever they feel like it, we're rationing out the energy. You can't charge today. You can't drive gas cars either. You can't do that. But electricity, we're gonna have to keep it down a little. You got to do your bit. You can't charge your car. You can charge it once a week. Oh. So this is progress. Oh. The cavemen were very primitive, you see. They just had bones. They had bones and everything was rape. Running them from wild beasts. Oh, really? Cathedrals, motherboard planet, atmospheric energy. Well, you see, these people were assholes. Well, it's much better now. Look at it now. Look at your quality of life now. It's in the toilet. I can hardly believe what people believe. I can't even believe that they believe it. I see there's a lot of carbon in the atmosphere. Like, oh no. Well, it's a good thing that plants thrive on carbon then. No. It's not like that. You see, it's not like that. No. The plants, they'll kill themselves. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? The more carbon, the better. Are you kidding me? Carbon's good. Carbon's good. God, it's crazy. People are crazy. It's good. That's what plants crave. God, it's bad. No, you see, it doesn't work like that. You gotta be taxed and then we'll fix it. Oh, really? And then the war breaks out. Oh, you can't use your gas. You can't use electricity. Your gas is gonna go up 15 times more. Oh, really? Why? Well, you see, the economy of scale and guns and butter and, you know, the inflationary, fiduciary instruments. I'm like, oh, really? We're talking about that like it's real. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? Well, see, so the laws of supply and demand dictate that you, get 75-80% of all your income stolen out throughout your life. I'm like, oh, really? Wow, we gotta feed the hungry. If Jesus Christ were here, he'd press the button. He'd look around, he'd press the button. He'd press the button. That's what he would do. He'd press the button. Well, this is hungry, insane men in the streets. Is there any food left over? No, we threw it out. Well, it takes $1 billion to make a jet. We made 50 of those, and this whole, there's a war in Ukraine going on. It's costed, $400 trillion. Oh, really? Really? You're driving on the streets, blowing your tires out on a pothole. There's trillions of dollars making a big war machine. Are you kidding me? They're looking at a calendar, looking at the stars. Okay, if we kill 7,000 people tomorrow, then we will feast on their suffering. And then maybe we won't go to hell. Are you? That's closer to the truth than what's on the news. Are you kidding me? You think I'm making a joke? Think again. People have no idea. Dude, you see, you might not care about politics, but politics cares about you. I'm like, oh, really? I started getting scared. I better form a militia. I better form a militia then. God. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? You're the one that's stupid. Not you guys here, but all the people spitting that stuff. Well, you see, how are you going to learn? How are you going to elevate your mind if you don't study the philosophers? Philosophers are shooting up on heroin, serial rapists, lighting themselves on fire, blowing their brains under their chin out, hanging themselves, jumping off a freaking building. I'm like, oh, those are the guys. I'm going to study their whatever they wrote. Are you kidding me? Jesus. People are so stupid. They're so stupid. They have no idea how twisted the reality really is. They'll call you crazy. They'll call you this and that, whatever. Dude, if you knew how crazy things are, you'd go crazy. Crazy? That's nothing to me. Crazy? That's nothing to me. That's as easy as breathing. That's as easy as taking a walk in the park. Being surrounded by madness. Are you kidding me? That's nothing to me. You don't have to waste your time. The only thing you have is your lifespan. Everything around tries to slow you down, so by the time you realize anything of any value, you're on your deathbed, or you're too sick to even do anything at all. You guys get it. I don't want to get into that stuff. It's kind of dark. People have no idea. You see, what happens if Russia is just aggression? They conquer the world. There's nukes going off everywhere. Well, you see, at least we destroyed the planet we had to. The aggression and the military might of the Kremlin, and someone had to be stopped, and it was either us or them. I start crying. There's nukes going off. Only in fucking movies. Anyway. The world already ended, several years ago from the polar ice caps. There's glaciers. They melt, the world ends. So you should have thrown your cans into the recycle bin. You should have turned your faucet off as a child. Yeah, it's you that did this to the planet. Everyone's flying around in private jets for half-an-hour flights just to bypass traffic. They pull the electricity off of your house. People are so stupid. They're stupid, but the stupidity isn't. It's not an inherent disability. It's because most people, everyone's been tortured every minute of their lives by the twist of this world. So I don't condescend. I don't look down on people that believe this and that. I really don't. It's not their fault. People don't like to hear that either. It's really not their fault. When you get tortured for decades, tortured since right when you're born, before you're born, look, I don't blame anybody for being worthless or stupid or the engine of their own destruction. I really don't. You can't blame them. I'm here to reduce everyone's fear. I'm here to reduce suffering. It is what it is. I mean, everyone else, they make a great living. God bless them. Spreading fear, spreading problems, no solution. Don't be afraid. The only thing you can do is get prepared. You prepare for these things. Spiritually prepared. When you are spiritually prepared, all other preparation follows. Consider how good the times are right now. How good they are. Doesn't it blow your mind? We all knew this day would come. We all knew this day would come, so don't act so surprised. So you want to not fear things? You don't want to be worried? You need to have your heart rate working with you and not against you. You can't be getting mad at other people. Hey, people do what they're told. People do a lot of the times not knowing what they do. You let that pass. What are you gonna do? Be mad at them? You mad at people? You're so stupid. Can't you see? Dude, doesn't matter. What matters is what you believe. Don't worry about other people. And don't think that you see however many freak shows in the media or however many people act in lockstep with each other with astroturfing. You don't have to believe for 1 second that that's actual popular opinion, because it's not. That's social media. I'm glad people are getting behind an attitude of less suffering. What's the point of having a red face? What's the point of having a raised heart rate? What's the point of having a red face? Oh? There's no point. You got things to read. You got things to write. You got things to make. You have an attitude of a life worth living to put out into the world. That's what you have. You don't have to worry about this stuff. Yeah, you gotta have a fun time. And not fun like it's not, life isn't all fun and games exactly. But you have to you're not meant to be here in hell. I mean, it is hell in many ways, sure. But it's not exactly hell. It is only made hell with your permission. You can only be in hell with your own permission. Some people understand that this is the only place in the world for stress relief, for quality of life, for the eradication of worry. I mean, who would believe you? What matters is that I believe. Just know that I believe it. And don't believe that everyone thinks the same way, even though everyone on media is in a certain way. Don't believe that for a second. There's a lot more people that don't like cursing themselves and living in hell. There's a lot of people that believe in that lifestyle of not always being hexed around every corner. I'm gonna go on the news. Oh, getting hexed. Oh, that's bad out there. We need justice. It's been like this for hundreds of years, thousands of years. You notice how there's never justice no matter what happens? No matter what anybody does, Doesn't matter if there are a trillion people in the streets. Doesn't matter this or that. You notice how it only gets worse? That's interesting. No matter what you do, no matter how you bust your ass, politically, things only get worse. Nothing changes. That's interesting. That's why I don't participate in things that are meaningless. A lot of people would disagree. I don't blame them. They haven't been around as long as I have. They're not on their last spin in this world like I am. Many people are not on their last cycle. When you're on your last cycle, you have certain advantages. And that's seeing patterns. Look, what the people do is meaningless. This is, it's at the risk of coming across, as nihilistic. What the people do politically is meaningless. How people feel, what they believe, what they exude. Now that makes a difference. That makes a difference. Not many would believe you, though. Not many would believe you.
Yeah, you're gonna let them walk, or you're gonna be handing your kids a burning wreck?
Dude, it's a burning wreck no matter what you do. That's the timeline we're in. What are you gonna do? You gonna fight the world? How do you do that? You don't. You exude. You believe. You have faith. Hope. You throw that in the trash. You wipe your nose on hope. Hope is meaningless. And there is no change. There is no change. It's been this way for 3,000 years. According to history. Zero change. If you got a time machine and you went back in time 3,000 years, 4,000 years, and you were around to see what was going on, you know what it would look like? Look like you were in 2020. You think I'd be shocked if I built the time machine and did that? And discovered it was the exact same thing? Do you think I would be shocked? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Many people, though, may be surprised. Me, no. 3,000 years ago would be exactly the same. You think it's going to change now? For the better? Sure. Sure it is. Just make your voice heard and, get justice. Think I was born yesterday? You think I was born yesterday? Hey, God bless everyone for doing what they feel is right, what they think will get good results. I mean, God bless them. God bless them. For real. God bless them for trying to make a difference. But there are things. There are things out there. You cannot make anything better unless you are made better within yourself first. The quality of your energy field is determined by the quality of your thoughts and the quality of your beliefs and the quality of your faith. That's what determines outside change. Inside change determines an energy that can push your belief and your will for the reduction of suffering. Sure. But if you have an ugly field surrounding you, you're going to spread the disease. You can only make the next day better than the last. What else can you do? And after years and years and years, I'm about to... Anyone who's going to shoot their mouth off, anyone who's going to try to impose their view on others, you know what? You're not there. You're not there yet. Maybe one day you will be. You're not there yet. If you're going to spread your disease, I'd rather keep my mouth shut. You get your own ass fixed before you worry about the world's ass. You want to worry about the ass of the world? You freaking spin your head around, look at your own ass. Look at your own bubble butt before you look at the world's bubble butt. You purify what goes into the mouth. You purify what comes out. Yes. Yes, we have organs for that. It's called the heart. The heart is the purifier. Who is purifying their heart these days?
Now you gotta show them how pissed you are.
Yeah. Show them how pissed you are? Nice job. Now for the rest of your life, you got the fucking military in the streets. Nice job, everybody. The feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. This community here, look, when you're down, the best thing to do, you listen to 311. You get the gratitude muscle. You start working your gratitude. Gratitude is the highest vibration you can have. Gratitude is the highest vibration you can buzz at. You get grateful for things. You can be, that's sons of God. You can be regretting, your life. You can be regretting, you can be worried about things, or you can be grateful for what you can do with your own mind and with what you have. And when I get wild, I say to myself, look what I have. And I'm not looking in the mirror. I'm looking in chat right now. I say, look at this community. Look at the quality of the ideas, the quality of the sentiment, the quality of the energy in here. I say, look at the people that support what they love. Look at the things here. And I say, I'm blessed and I'm grateful for what has been built here. So, the same goes for y'all's. It was a wild time years ago. It was a wild time. A time of desolation. A time of wasted lies. A time of, extreme nihilism. A time of regret. A time of the thirst. But you fast forward a couple years, and I say to myself, I've never been happier. I've never been more capable of living, of, not being in a rat box or being in a place with no heat or something bogus like that. I've never had a better roof over my head. I've never had more tools. Got a drum set coming in. Got this setup. I got all the... Not everyone has these things, I've never been more capable of getting the tools I need to keep on putting the mirth out there, whether it be music or movies or, ridiculous games, etc. I've never been more capable. Not in the last 10 years. The 10 years were nothing. The last 10 years were nothing compared to the last 1 year, the last 2 year, the last 3 year here. Nothing. They were desolation. Desolation and despair compared to how it is now. That's true. And I've just never been more capable. I've never been happier. And only then, when the soul sickness was cleansed out of me, that's when I started to have good things in my life. Gratitude is the most powerful healer. It really is. And look, everyone can get down, it is what it is. You live in this world. You're in this world, you don't have to be of it. But a lot of the times, people become of the world and are susceptible to the spiritual weapons. The less hateful the less worried, the less scared you get, the more good things are attracted into your life. You think all that stuff's a joke, like the law of attraction or The Secret or whatever the hell. You think that stuff's a joke. It's easy to dismiss it when you feel like trash. I get that. I really do. But it's not a joke. And it starts with your own mind. It starts with your own heart,
Why
which
stress when it's all Galileo anyways?
is probably the what creates a magnetic field in your body is probably the heart. When the heart is sick, it repels everything good from your mind. And the heart and the soul they seem rather connected. When you have a sick heart and you have a sick soul, you will be repelling things. You will be repelling people out of your life. You will be attracting the worst trash in history. You'll be like I don't even know, a thing that trash sticks to, a trash magnet. And when you see horrors that you can't believe, and when you think about horrors that you can't believe, the wicked truth is that it is almost like you are committing those horrors. When your mind is filled with the crimes of the demons in the world, you thinking about it is almost like a ritual of recreating it in your mind and doing a thought experiment, which is very scary. Very scary. And when you're immersed in the crimes of the demons and you're ritualistically, reenacting those horrors just by thinking about them all the time and like talking about them to other people, you are destroyed by it. You are so utterly destroyed by it, you don't even know the definition of destruction until you do that. But there came a point in my life I was like, I'm gonna go wild. I'm gonna start turning to, I'm gonna be programming a freaking operating system pretty soon. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be train spotting pretty soon. And I said, you know what? Go online. Get some of the stuff off your chest in a reasonable way. Be with people. Don't be alone. Oh no. Do not be alone. If you're down the rabbit hole and you're thinking of the crimes of the subhuman dead machine in this world, you have to be with people. And you either got to play games, you got to watch movies, you got to do this and that, etc. And I said to myself, I'm gonna be online. I'm gonna be online. And you know what? I'm gonna entertain myself. And in turn, entertain others. And the first thing I said, the first stuff I've been saying when I got on here, I said, listen to me. I told everyone, I said, this is therapy for me. I said, this is therapy. You think I'm on here, doing this or that, there's a lot of haters, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. It is what it is. That's the world. People want you to, they want you to do what they want, but it's the last thing I do. But, I said, this is straight up therapy. I'm here. I'm gonna have a fun time. You know what? I'm gonna force myself to have a fun time. Because if I'm not here having a fun time, the things that I'm thinking of, I wouldn't dare utter aloud. Not even in a million years would I ever utter it. There'd be a lightning bolt coming down from the sky fucking right onto my head. No way in hell. So I said to myself, I'm gonna get therapy. And it came to a point where things got so damn therapeutic, where this became therapy for everybody. Not just me. It became therapy for everybody. Just like, a lot of people are on here saying. And it's not just them that this is therapy for. It is most certainly for me. I'm only a man. Put a man in a dark room, he'll start thinking dark ass thoughts. I'm only a man. You put a man in a purple room, he starts getting royal with all of his sensibility. He starts getting royal with all of his faculties and starts infecting the... Yeah, the less you need, the wealthier you get. I'll tell you, SW, SK, that's true.
Joyous, mirthful birthday wishes.
Thanks so much for that, pal. That's true. The less you need, or the less you desire, the wealthier you are. So I've been getting very wealthy. Because I have everything I need. I really do. I mean, you know, we'll get the drum set, we'll get tools, you know, that stuff can be accumulated. It's just crazy. It's a milestone. It's never been like this. Even when there was, you know, TV work, it was never this good. It was never this good. I was not nearly as content. Not even remotely. Consider that for a second. Yeah, hell yeah. Top drawer. In the times of absolute insanity and e-drama, I'm glad I have your content. Cheers and happy birthday. Thanks so much about that. Thanks so much about that, I'll tell you, Top. Yeah, all the drama that you see these days. I mean, people are getting attacked by just attacks. People are getting attacked. There's weird drama. I mean, the drama that I see online, I mean, I don't know who they are. And I don't know what they've done. So I'm not much in talking drama, you know what I mean? But when I see people going back and forth online, and I see like calls for promoters to drop clients and things like that, that's straight up murder. That's straight murder. That's called murder. Murder. When you go after someone's livelihood, that's like you took a knife or a gun to them. That's murder. 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 When you're responsible for the reduction of someone's livelihood, you are a murderer. You are a murderer. That's filthy. I'm not judging anybody. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter anybody. It doesn't matter what they've done. I would never. Doesn't matter who they are. I would never go after someone's livelihood. When you do that, you're condemned. And you're fucked for life. There's nothing you can do to atone for that. Nothing. Willingly murdering somebody, willingly annihilating livelihood, you're fucked. Good luck. Good luck. Your life is over. Have a good life. Buy a few cars. We'll see what your reward is later on. We'll see. Your life is over. Welcome to another spin. Welcome to the meat grinder. Nothing worse than a filthy murderer. There's nothing worse than treachery. When your livelihood is destroyed by somebody, they are condemned. Fucked forever. There's nothing you can do to atone. You're fucked. Goodbye. It won't be the man coming for you. It won't be the man coming for your life. It won't be the man coming for your freedom. It will be your own brothers and sisters in slavery that will be responsible for the death of your livelihood or a deplatforming. It will be the people themselves used against you. For then who is to blame? Not the machine. No, the machine is never to blame. Now, it's the people. Sounds familiar. Always division, always blaming other people, never the machine. Sounds like a familiar tactic. Who would see that, though? And who would believe? Who would believe it? But there's nothing worse than someone being responsible for your livelihood being attacked. Someone fucking you over, selling you out, so they can collect some paychecks while you suck cock somewhere in a box. I mean, you know, people are rotten. That's okay. I mean, people aren't born rotten. They're made rotten. You know? Unfortunately. Or maybe they are born. I have no idea. Maybe they are bad souls, you know, cycled back around. I have no idea. I don't pretend to know. I don't pretend to know. I do not pretend to know. But it's crazy. It's crazy to see that stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe people would be cheering for anyone's destruction. I cannot believe it. Yeah, it's true.